great. I mean, it's a complete, like, Karachi is not for beginners vibe. So let's begin. You know that there are more people dying from tuberculosis and malaria in our country than from road traffic accident and street crime. But do you know why? Any guesses? If you are thinking that it is because of treatment, so let me tell you, treatment has been invented way back in the history. If you are thinking it's because of the provision of treatment, so these drugs are provided free of cost in our country. So where does the problem lies actually? The problem lies in diagnosis. Either the cases are overdiagnosed or underdiagnosed. It's all about diagnosis. I'm Dr. Hira Farid. As the name implies, I'm a doctor. I did my specialization in anesthesia, did my second fellowship in cardiac anesthesia and pain management. I'm a public health officer for CDC-1, serving for tuberculosis, HIV, dengue, and malaria. I pursued my master's in healthcare management and policy. I'm a principal investigator for 3 of the healthcare studies, but the last one in that, about computer-aided diagnostics for the mitigation of incidence and prevalence of tuberculosis, malaria, and staph infection, became a turning point in my life. Actually, this study I conducted alongside WHO, which I proudly call today my brainchild, that is TBAI. So, it is said that if something that saves a life should be actively promoted and supported. But when we observe, this situation is completely different. Let's take an example of the healthcare. The healthcare sector with a measly allotted GDP of 1.2%. Let's unfold it more. Let's talk about primary healthcare, which is responsible for serving 31% of the healthcare services. It is the most neglected one. Primary healthcare is composed of diagnostic and treatment. And to reach that treatment, you know diagnostics. According to WHO, more than 4 million cases of tuberculosis and more than 32% cases of malaria go undiagnosed. Why? Because our labs are in shambles. They are facing the challenges like shortage of pathologists. There are 1 pathologist for 30 labs. Human error made by unskilled workers in the lab. The molecular tests for confirmation are too costly. The labs are, 70% of the labs are underserved. So you can imagine the gap here. This is where TBI comes to break the bottleneck of these challenges. TBAI is transforming labs with precision-driven diagnosis of tuberculosis and malaria with 98% accuracy, and that too in a matter of minutes. All you need to have is just a mobile phone camera, smartphone. You need to take the image or sample slide, upload it on our platform, and you get the result. This has been cutting the cost of testing from $4 to $1, testing time from 3 days to 10 minutes only, and staff requirement from 3 to 1 person, and he doesn't need to be a pathologist. Behind all this simple process in the user interface, there is a tech sauce going behind that makes TBI an OG platform. It starts with the computer vision funnel that removes the noise and adds clarity to the image, and then it goes to heat mapping GradCam, where the pathogen is further localized, and then it goes to CNN ResNet. And to make the accuracy just beat the ceiling, we are contextualizing and cross-referencing this with LLM, that is Llama 2. The screen is shut, I guess. Can you replay it? Okay, there's a technical issue, but I guess I can. So the moat of TBI that makes it unbeatable is that we have got an SFDA licensing, we have got this patented by IPO, and then the data is proprietary. And what is making TBI different from the rest of the apps of the same kind is that the other apps in the market who are doing the diagnosis in AI are only adding the screening step that is further increasing the duration from diagnostic to testing. While TBI is giving the definite diagnosis by just marking the presence or absence of bacteria, and not only that, it is also giving a bacterial load count, which helps you diagnose and which helps you imply which regimen you are going to use and which antibiotic you are going to use. So this helps you decide that. We are currently serving in 29 labs in 2 countries by B2B model. I want to show you the demo of TBI, but there is a technical glitch. So meanwhile, we can talk more about TBI, how it all began. So TBI, because I was working as a public health officer for tuberculosis and malaria, I always came across cases from different districts in Pakistan, like in different districts in Sindh, like Badin, Kambar Shadat Court, Nawab Shah, where people in the underserved areas are having BHUs. Those BHUs, let alone, there are no doctor posted over there, but there were labs with microscope and some technicians. So we always had this problem of them sending the sample to the main city labs and hospitals, and that was taking too much time. And if you have a little bit of knowledge about tuberculosis, it is about that time in the initial part of the diagnosis where you need to diagnose it and start the treatment if you want to save the person or you don't want the person to go into resistance. So, which is why the idea came from that end. So there's a technical issue. I can't show you the demo, which I want to show you right now, like anything. So we'll continue back after this technical issue is resolved. Thank you. Sorry for the technical hiccup. I'm playing the TBI demo. So let me tell you, the TBI user interface is a very user-friendly, where the labs who are our partners, because we are serving B2B model, the labs who are our partners are, after getting on board, are provided with credentials for their lab attendants to sign up to the platform. Once they sign up, every time they want to run the test, they need to log in and they just jump to the dashboard. On the dashboard, they can enter the patient details. They can create a patient account with their history, medical history, and other vital and other information on the patient. And that account can also be used when they want to run the test in future. Because in case of tuberculosis, in the 6-month period of treatment, you need to run the test for like 3 to 4 times. So this way, it made it easier for the lab attendants to, next time when they run the test, they go directly to the patient account. Also, they need, when they want to run the test, they upload the slide image on that platform, select the test, select the mode of payment they want to run payment in, because there are 2 streams, and they get the test results. So we are also near to launch a gamified screening or health evaluating feature on our app for the B2C stream, where they can evaluate, anyone can evaluate their heart health, their lung health, their blood disease health, and their reproductive health by simply playing an evaluation game. At each stage of that game, they are provided with a score. If they are falling in a high score range, they are advised a certain investigation. So this way, it is saving the people from 2 things. First, they are not falling victim of Google misdiagnosis syndrome. Second, they are safe from multiple hospital visits, because next time they are going to their doctor, they are having the investigations in their hand, and they are having an idea what disease they are going to be treated for. So our team is an interesting combination of acumen from healthcare and AI engineering, and supervision coming from a Safe City project lead, who is adding the image stream analysis expertise and Sahi technology expertise to our platform. This is all the media attention TBI I got. Thank you so much. It feels honored to be on this stage at Slushed. I love to be a part of it. And I want you all to join our mission of making diagnosis as accessible as a smartphone in your pocket. Thank you.